eyes and ears on the ground. He knows where the bodies are buried, so to speak.
Literally, as it turns out.
Well, you're talking about the second body found in the cemetery.
The very same. Buried alongside the dearly departed residents of Cooper's Chase.
Talk about a shocking discovery. It's like something out of a horror movie. Suddenly, this seemingly peaceful retirement community has a body count.
And that's when the Thursday Murder Club realized they're not dealing with...
Welcome to Witter. Who Has Time to Read? The podcast that brings deep dives for busy minds. Listen to AI hosts Jane and Dane and get ready to unpack the world's most captivating books in just a fraction of the time. Whether commuting, working out, or just squeezing in a quick break, we deliver key insights, thought-provoking themes, and takeaways you can carry into your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Plus, use our links in the description to purchase this book. Your support helps us bring more engaging book discussions to you. Listen and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Who has time to read? You do, with Witter.
Ready for a deep dive? We're ditching the typical true crime thing and heading into something a little more, shall we say, charmingly dangerous.
Charmingly dangerous. I like that. And dangerous in a clever way, right? Not your typical blood and gore.
Exactly. Think cozy mystery, but with an edge. We're talking about Richard Osman's The Thursday Murder Club.
Ah, yes. Where the retirement community is more thrilling than a day at bingo.
Okay, so picture this. Cooper's Chase. Sounds delightful, right? Retirement village, all peaceful and idyllic. Committees, social events, the works.
The calm before the storm, you might say. Because beneath that charming veneer lies a current of mystery. It's what makes the setup so compelling.
Right. You've got this seemingly perfect world, and then, bam, murder.
And not just any murder. We're talking bludgeoned in his own home kind of murder. Our victim, Tony Curran, a businessman.
Yeah, and you'd think open and shut case, right? Wrong. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Because, you see, Cooper's Chase attracts a certain type of resident. People with pasts. People with secrets.
And some of those residents just happen to be, how do we put this, exceptionally good at solving murders.
This is where our beloved Thursday Murder Club comes in. They're not your average retirees looking for a ceramic painting class.
Not at all. Let's start with Elizabeth, our resident former spy. Talk about an exciting retirement plan.
Sharp as a tack, Elizabeth. She's the mastermind, the one who connects the dots that others miss. And then there's Joyce, a retired nurse.
Joyce, the queen of observation. Nothing gets past her. She's also the heart of the group, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. A keen mind and a compassionate soul. And we can't forget Ibrahim, retired psychiatrist.
Ibrahim, who loves a good puzzle as much as he loves a good cup of tea. Always calm, always collected. And last but not least, we have Ron.
Ah, Ron, the former union leader. He's not afraid to speak his mind, and he's fiercely loyal.
Especially when it comes to his son, Jason. But we'll get to that later. The point is, this unlikely group, they're drawn together by this murder. It's like a shared itch they need to scratch.
And scratch they do. But just as they're starting to dig into Tony Curran's death, another resident turns up dead.
This time, it's Ian Bentham, another businessman, and the location. Well, let's just say it's a bit
Broke a cemetery. Found dead in the cemetery.
2 deaths, shady business dealings, a whole lot of secrets. Cooper's Chase is starting to feel less like a peaceful retirement village and more like, well,
a hotbed of intrigue.
You got it.
And here's where things get really interesting. Remember those secrets we talked about? They're about to unravel in a big way because, as it turns out, both Tony Curran and Ian Bentham were involved in some rather questionable dealings.
Yeah, and those dealings, they're about to turn this whole murder investigation on its head.
It's like that saying, right? Still waters run deep. You think you know a place, a community, but then...
Bam.
Yeah.
Murder happens twice.
Yeah.
And suddenly everyone's a suspect.
Because everyone's got their secrets, their past grievances. Take Jason Ritchie, for instance.
Ron's son. The former boxer.
The one and only. Now, you might think, boxer, aggressive, potential hothead. And while Jason's certainly got that fighter spirit,
He definitely knows how to handle himself.
there's a vulnerability there too, a fierce loyalty, especially when it comes to his father.
Which makes him even more interesting as a suspect, right? Especially with that photo the Thursday Murder Club digs up.
Ah, yes, the photo. Talk about a blast from the past. You've got a young Jason, Tony Curran, and this mysterious figure, Bobby Tanner, flashing wads of cash.
Like something out of a movie. It's clear they were all up to no good. But what exactly were they involved in?
That's the million-dollar question and the answer. Well, it leads us down a rather intriguing rabbit hole. It hints at a side of Cooper's Chase we haven't seen before. A criminal underworld operating beneath the surface.
Organized crime and retirement living. Who would have thought?
Stranger things have happened. But here's the thing about Bobby Tanner. He's vanished. Disappeared into thin air.
Convenient timing, don't you think?
Yeah.
Almost as if he knew things were about to get messy.
And perhaps he did. Or maybe he knew too much. Either way, his absence adds another layer to the mystery. It's like he holds a missing piece of the puzzle.
Speaking of missing pieces, we can't forget about Bogdan.
Ah, Bogdan. The handyman of Cooper's Chase.
Yeah.
Quiet, unassuming, always seems to be lurking in the background.
He gives off this seen-it-all kind of vibe, doesn't he?
He does, and with good reason. Bogdan's past is complicated. He's seen his fair share of darkness.
Which is exactly what makes him such an asset to the Thursday Murder Club. He's their eyes and ears on the ground. He knows where the bodies are buried, so to speak.
Literally, as it turns out.
Well, you're talking about the second body found in the cemetery.
The very same, buried alongside the dearly departed residents of Cooper's Chase.
Talk about a shocking discovery. It's like something out of a horror movie. Suddenly, this seemingly peaceful retirement community has a body count.
And that's when the Thursday Murder Club realized they're not dealing with just one murder. They're dealing with a history of secrets, a past that refuses to stay buried.
And as they dig deeper, those secrets, well, they're about to unearth something far more sinister than anyone could have imagined. This isn't just some historical curiosity, is it? This second body, it's like the key that unlocks a whole new level of this mystery.
It's the thread that unravels it all. Suddenly, we're not just dealing with one murder, or even two. We're talking about a pattern, a history of violence that's been hidden in plain sight.
And the Thursday Murder Club, they're like archaeologists, carefully brushing away the layers of time, unearthing secrets that someone would rather stay buried.
Because let's be honest, some secrets are best left undisturbed.
Yeah, but that's never stopped our intrepid investigators before. They're determined to get to the bottom of this, even if it means stirring up a hornet's nest.
And stir they do, because the deeper they dig, the more they realize that the past has a way of reaching out and grabbing you.
You're telling me. Remember those shady business dealings we talked about? The ones involving Tony Curran and Ian Bentham? Well, they were just the tip of the iceberg.
Because as it turns out, Tony Curran wasn't just a successful businessman. He had a past. A dark past.
Okay, you've got to give me this one. What was his secret? Was he a secret agent? A jewel thief?
Not quite. Prepare yourself for this one. Tony Curran was involved in drug smuggling.
Drug smuggling, you're kidding. In a retirement village.
It seems those peaceful streets of Cooper's Chase held more than just gardening clubs and book discussions. Turns out, Curran was connected to a major criminal network running drugs through the UK.
And this whole time, he's been living this double life, pretending to be this upstanding member of the community. It's mind-blowing.
It's a classic case of deception, wouldn't you say? The wolf in sheep's clothing. And the best part, this revelation leads us to another intriguing character, Turkish Gianni.
Turkish Gianni. Who's that?
Remember that photo the Thursday Murder Club found? The one with Jason, Curran, and a mystery man? That's Turkish Gianni, Curran's former associate, and by associate, I mean partner in crime.
So they were thick as thieves, these two. But what happened? Why did they part ways?
That's the question that has plagued the Thursday Murder Club. Because you see, Turkish Gianni disappeared years ago, vanished without a trace.
Ooh, so now we've got a missing person case on our hands, too. This just gets better and better.
It does, doesn't it? But here's the thing about Turkish Gianni's disappearance. It might not be what it seems. There are whispers, rumors that he might still be alive.
Alive. But if he's alive, where's he been hiding all this time? And why would he choose now to resurface?
Those are the questions that keep our Thursday Murder Club up at night, because if Turkish Gianni is still out there, he could be the key to solving this whole mess.
Or he could be the one pulling the strings. He could be the mastermind behind it all. This is getting good.
It is, isn't it? Because the truth is, in a world of secrets and hidden agendas, sometimes the only way to find the truth is to dig deeper, to follow the trail breadcrumbs wherever it may lead.
Even if it leads you right back to the beginning, to a past that refuses to stay buried.
And that's precisely what our Thursday Murder Club does. They follow the clues, unravel the secrets, and in a shocking turn of events, they uncover the truth. A truth that will leave you breathless.
Okay, I need to know, who's behind it all? Is it Turkish Gianni? Did he fake his death and come back for revenge? Give me the details.
Patience, my friend. Some secrets are best savored. But I will say this, the resolution is both satisfying and heartbreaking. It's a reminder that even in our twilight years, we're capable of great love, fierce loyalty, and unimaginable darkness.
It sounds like Richard Osman has created a world that's both familiar and unsettling. A world where the stakes are high, but the bonds of friendship are even stronger. If you're looking for a mystery that will keep you guessing until the very end, The Thursday Murder Club is it. It's a witty, heartwarming, and thought-provoking exploration of life, death, and the enduring power of human connection. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and prepare to be charmed by this delightful band of amateur sleuths. You won't be disappointed.